Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Courtney-Ann and I film real estate properties. Today we're at Vincent Towers where we'll be touring an apartment for rent. So let's jump into the tour. This is the first of 2 bedrooms in the apartment. The apartment also has 3 bathrooms, which we'll be viewing shortly, but I want you guys to take a look at this bedroom space, which also has a private balcony. Now it's very spacious, the ceilings are very high, there's a closet in the room as well as an ensuite bathroom. There's also a ceiling fan and an air conditioning unit, which I really loved because it gives you the option to switch between energy sources, and also you can open up your balcony door if you want some natural breeze. Now that door is where we came from, and once we go back outside we would have been entering the kitchen and living room. Let's take a look at the bathroom where we have a walk-in shower, also a sink with a nicely lit mirror, which I really appreciate, and the owners also added a space saver. Now guys, if you want to find out if this apartment comes furnished, go ahead and contact the real estate agent, Miss Monique Bramwell. Her details will be in the description box below. The bathroom also has a window that allows for natural ventilation and some cool island breeze, which you guys know I'm always talking about. And I really like the color scheme of the shower. It was also consistent in the other bathrooms as well, and I do appreciate consistency in a unit. Lots of drawer space and under cabinet space. The drawers are very deep, which I appreciate because you can store a lot of toiletries and cosmetics for our ladies. And then under the sink as well, there was adequate storage for your cleaning products, maybe some linen. If you are not the type of person to keep your linen outside of the bedroom or bathroom, you could probably put them here. But overall, it's a very good space, and I like how it's nicely laid out. Everything flows neatly. Something very unique about this apartment is, if you notice on the screen it says balcony number 1. That's because there are 4 balconies in this apartment. Yes, 4 balconies, and this is the first. So you have amazing views of Kingston. There's space out here to put a small coffee table and a chair. I am such a morning person once I discovered the use of coffee, so I would definitely come out here with a cup of coffee and just enjoy the silence before everybody starts hustling and bustling to get to work. It's such an amazing view. Now let's leave the bedroom and head into the living room space. Oh my god, guys, I don't know if it was the interior design or the porcelain tiles or the layout of the living room, but I just loved how the space looked to me. Everything just flowed nicely. There's air conditioning in the living room as well with your little remote controls on the wall. There is a drop ceiling with accent lighting. The last time I saw a drop ceiling was when I went to Lakehurst Manor, which is another video I did a few months ago. So I really had to capture this for you guys because it's not something that you see every day, and you can change the colors if you want, so that can all be arranged. Really like how they angled the sofas to kind of separate the space as well. And they also made use of the space by putting the TV on the walls. Now they also added a rug, which sort of enclosed that living room area space which I was talking about there. And that is your second balcony, and that is your third balcony. Of course, I'm going to be showing you guys in details. Don't worry. This is balcony number 2. Now this one is a little bit different. You have grass-like features on this one, and a nice little coffee table and 2 chairs. So this balcony is slightly bigger than the one in the first bedroom, but still amazing views, very comfortable. I could see myself, if I have guests coming over, I would just turn off the AC, open up the balcony doors, and allow them to enjoy the space. Now right there where I'm about to point is the second balcony, and that one flows from the kitchen. So we're gonna head back inside. We're gonna tour the dining room space, which is right there, and then we're gonna turn around and then view our kitchen area, and then I'll show you guys the balcony after. So there's a small island here, if you notice, where there are 2 high chairs, and I love that this wasn't the only option because there's still space for a dining room table, flat top stove, conductor over the stove as well to absorb the heat so that your house doesn't get too hot. And the flat top stove was amazing as well. It was nicely tucked into the granite countertops, stainless steel finishes. Everything was just extremely modern and aesthetically pleasing. Now, I love these little accent pieces hanging right over the high chairs of the end of the kitchen, and also the cupboards and drawer space as well was very spacious. I tried to get as much of it as I could, but unfortunately some of the areas had personal items in there. So if you notice me blocking out sections of the video, that is why. But I did want to show you guys underneath the cabinet space and the cupboards so that you guys could see they're very deep. Just like the ones in the bathroom, it's very deep and it goes all the way back. So you know you can really get a lot of things stored in here. Now, there's also a sink. It's not a double sink, but it's very deep. And the pipe is also stainless steel. So you know you want to invest in a good metal cleaner cleaning this. And unfortunately, guys, there was just too many personal items under here, so I did have to block it out. But hopefully you have an understanding of the cabinet space underneath the sink. Now, there's also overhead cupboards. There's also a section for your refrigerator to go. I'm pretty sure any refrigerator can fit in this space because this one that is there now is particularly larger than most ones that are usually in complexes. Now, another plus is that there's a walk-in pantry which is there on your left, but again I really couldn't show the space because there were some things in there, and you know, for privacy purposes I concealed that area. But it is a beautiful pantry space. There's also a laundry space in the unit as well that can be enclosed, so it's not always there out in the open. There's space for a washer and dryer. There is a overhead shelf in there for your cleaning supplies, and there's also a washing sink. So guys, again, check with the real estate agent if you will be getting this apartment furnished. I do believe it will be furnished, but just to be sure, check with the listing agent. I don't think this unit will be on the market very long, so if you're interested, move really fast. Take my word for it. This is a beautiful apartment. Now, you guys just saw balcony 3. I've now closed the door, showing you the frosted glass. That is where we came from. That's the bedroom. That's the entrance door. That's the laundry room. And then across from the kitchen is the second bathroom, which is a guest bathroom, where there's no shower in here, of course, just a sink and a toilet. But I do believe it's a nice space for your guests. They will feel right at home. It's very private and it's very cozy. I like the fact that they added an overhead glass shelf. I will be doing content moving forward regarding home decor, guys, and tips to make your space feel larger, and sometimes adding a glass shelf is just what you need to do. Now, welcome to the master bedroom. As you can see, this bedroom is twice the size of the first one. Extremely large, high ceilings, air conditioning units. There is also a ensuite bathroom, but this time his and her sinks. So you guys know I'm a big fan of double sinks. It really allows couples to, you know, get their morning routine done smoothly and, you know, just get out the house. Lots of cabinet storage as well here, and there's also a walk-in shower which is bigger than the first one as well. Accent lighting over the mirrors, and there's also space to add shelves. I like to add a small little space saver shelf just for my, you know, my products, my hair products and stuff. So if you're a woman or a man and you have a lot of bottled products, you could consider adding one of those assembled shelves to the space. But I do think there's adequate cabinet storage, so you might not need it. This is also the walk-in shower that I mentioned earlier. They've added an overhead glass shelf in here as well, so maybe you can have your body washes there instead of a shower caddy, just to keep the space simple and nice. Now, this balcony is over the top. So I don't know if you realize, but I was able to point to the other balconies. There is a dividing wall here which allows maximum privacy even if you have guests on your other balconies. They've also added a swing chair. They've also added grass-like features, which just really gives some seclusion and privacy. So you can't see the balconies over. You have the space to yourself and you have the views to yourself as well. Ceiling fans, air conditioning units, all of that is in this apartment. And last but not least, there is a walk-in closet. with any apartment, you really want to have space to do what you need to do. And a walk-in closet, especially for my ladies watching this, trust me, it's one of the top features of the bedroom. I have to have a walk-in closet in my dream home. Now, let's exit the apartment and go to the rooftop and pool area. All right, guys, so we're on the highest floor, which is the rooftop and pool area, where, as you can see, there is a large enough space to host any small event here, as well as maybe a games night with friends. And it goes all the way back. So if I were to have maybe a family event or a family function, I would consider a space like this, honestly. There's also massive views of Kingston. As you can see, there's lighting along the wall, so at night you don't have to worry about being in extreme darkness. And then last but not least, there is a beautiful pool area. There were actually some guests swimming here when we arrived. I didn't want to capture that, so I waited a bit, but the pool was just so calming, so relaxing. And the fact that the guests were there doing recreational activities speaks volumes about, just how flexible the space is. You can go practice your sports, you can swim for leisure, you can have games nights, and you can entertain. It's really a versatile space. And as we're winding down to the end of our tour, I couldn't help but feature this jogging trail. Now, obviously, health is wealth, and persons need an area to exercise or to get active. And the developers of this property included a jogging trail, and I thought that was really thoughtful of them. It's a nice recreational area. There's also a gazebo for you to relax and enjoy some nature. There's lots of plants around. I would go here with a good book and a glass of wine. I really enjoyed this tour. It was an amazing property, guys. Now, I want you guys to comment below what was your favorite part. For me, personally, it was definitely the living room. Now, you would think this jogging trail is on the ground floor, but it isn't. We're actually, I believe, on the first floor. The ground floor has your parking area with assigned parking as well as visitor parking lots. Now, there ahead of me, where you see that staircase, you can walk down to the parking lot. Here are the real estate agent's details as well as important specs for the property. All other details will be in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.